In this video, we're going to have a look at using the sine rule to be able to find the missing side of a triangle, where we need to do a couple of steps to be able to find that missing value. The sine rule states that side A divided by the sine of angle A is going to be equal to side B divided by the sine of angle B, which is also equal to side C divided by sine of angle C. So we can use any combination of the sine rule to be able to find the side length of a missing side or the angle size of a missing angle. So for example, we could use A and C and have A divided by sine of angle A is equal to C divided by the sine of angle C. When using the sine rule, it is important to remember that the side and the corresponding angle are opposite each other. So side A is going to be opposite angle A. Side B is going to be opposite angle B. And side C is going to be opposite angle C. So we can use this when we are working through problems involving the sine rule to be able to label our sides and angles to enable us to use the sine rule. So let's have a look at an example of how we can use the sine rule in a calculation. So in the example, we want to calculate the side length of C using the information provided. So having a look at the information and labeling the sides that we know, we've got angle B, and opposite angle B, we've got side B, and we also have a side of A. Now we're looking to find C. So to be able to find C, we would need to be able to know what the value of our angle of C is, which is opposite the missing C side, which we don't know. The only other piece of information we do have is a side value, which is side A. Opposite side A will be angle A, but we don't know that value yet. So we've got a complete set of side B and angle B. We've got one side of A, and that is all we've got. So to be able to find our missing side value, the first step will be to be able to find our missing angle A value. Once we've found our missing angle A value, we can determine our angle C value, which will then help us find our missing side of C. So having a look at the first step, and that is to find the angle A value. So first I'm going to write in the formula. So it is going to be side of A over sine of angle A is equal to side B over the sine of angle B. Next, I will substitute in my values. So I'm going to have a side of 10 over sine of capital A, and that is going to be equal to a side of 12 divided by sine of 58. So now I can go ahead and cross multiply to continue to be able to solve and find my missing angle A value. So 10 times sine of 58 is going to equal to 12 times sine of A. So then I want to divide both sides by 12. So sine of angle A is going to equal to 10 times sine of 58 divided by 12. So to find my missing angle A value, I can use the inverse of sine. So angle A is going to equal to the inverse of sine, and then 10 times sine 58 divided by 12. Then putting that into the calculator to find the missing A value of 44.97 degrees. So now I can use that value to be able to find my angle C value. So all the angles in the triangle are going to add up to 180. So C is going to equal to 180 minus 58 minus 44.97. So my C value is going to be 70.03 degrees. So now that I've got my angle C value, I can proceed to be able to calculate my missing side C value. So now we'll continue by writing our sine rule formula again. So this time it is going to be side B divided by sine of angle B is equal to side C divided by sine of angle C. So substituting in the values, side B is going to be 12. So 12 divided by sine of 58, and that is going to equal to my unknown side of C divided by sine of 77.03. So now I can cross multiply. So that is going to be 12 times sine of 77.03 is going to equal to C times sine of 58. So to get my C value by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by sine of 58. So my C value is going to equal to 12 times sine of 77.03 divided by sine of 58. So putting that into a calculator, my C value is going to be 13.79 centimeters. So by using the sine rule and completing a couple of steps to be able to find the information to use the sine rule, I can calculate that my missing side length of C is equal to 13.79 centimeters.